Okay, so this is a huge chapter. It looks like this is going to be the next paradigm shift moment of the series, I guess. And unfortunately, we're not getting a reveal on who the second and third users are. That's just completely skipped over here, and we're going into something different. So that's kind of interesting, right? But let's get into it. So the title of this chapter is The Beginning of the End. That's ominous. Maybe the beginning of the last arc, possibly? I don't know. Just taking a guess. The chapter starts with All Might's internal monologue saying that although he didn't hear Deku's words, he can feel it. The conversation with the predecessors, One for All's truth, the conflict of his teacher Nana. When he went outside Deku's room, we could see Best, Jeanist, and Hawks were waiting for him, and then Hawks asked him about One for All. Endeavor had told Hawks that Shigaraki and All for One were aiming for Deku. All Might decided to tell Hawks and Best Jeanist everything. So this is big. More characters now know about One for All and the history behind it and all the secrets and everything. So that's pretty interesting going forward. I guess storytelling will be a little bit easier for Horikoshi, I suppose. At least within the parameter of these characters. The next scene, we could see a press conference of Endeavor, Hawks, and Best Jeanist. Endeavor admitted that what Dabi said was true, and he bowed to apologize. Those who watched on their television showed their disappointment. Okay, so first of all, before we go any further, this is the big, press conference, obviously, that they talked about they were going to have, how Endeavor has to talk to the public, Hawks as well. Best Jeanist, not so much. But speaking of Best Jeanist, this is his face reveal. Like, we straight up see his face in this sequence. He's not wearing his denim uniform, and his face just looks normal. He just looks like a normal, handsome dude. However, his suit has this long collar, just like how his denim outfit does. So aside from him just having a normal handsome dude's face, I guess he just has a super long neck. Maybe one of his ancestors had some kind of long neck quirk that was hereditarily passed down to him or something. And also we're seeing here that Endeavor is just, laying his cards out on the table, admitting hey, you know what? Everything Dabi said was true. I'm a piece of crap, guys. I'm sorry. I know that I'm the #1 hero, and I've been the #2 hero for I don't know, decades at this point. But I've just been this awful person behind the scenes. The press then asked about Best Jeanist's death. Hawks explained that it's a plan they made to be able to infiltrate the League of Villains. He admitted that what Dabi said about his villain dad and the fact that he killed a villain was the truth. Hawks apologized for those. I don't think Hawks really needs to apologize here. First of all, because he's apologizing for having a villain dad that's kind of out of his control. And second of all, don't apologize for killing twice. It's dude, you kind of had to do that. I mean, yeah, it sucked. Twice is an awesome character, and I miss him to this day. But it's just explain it to everyone. It's hey, look, this guy had an unbelievably broken quirk. And it's if I didn't do what I needed to do at that time, which, the best option seemed just straight up, taking him out, and I just let him go about doing his stuff, then essentially we would have been guaranteed to lose. Could you imagine if he just started duplicating the high ends in that vision that we saw? Or if he even duplicated Shigaraki or Gigantomachia? Come on. One of the reporters told Endeavor that her mother was heavily injured due to Gigantomachia stampede. Is that Inko that they're talking about? No, I'm just kidding. We actually do get an update on Inko, and I'll talk about it later. She couldn't accept that they only bow and apologize calmly because these things happened because of Endeavor's past mistake. I don't know about that. Maybe more so All Might's past mistake for not completely taking out All for One. Endeavor asked her if he sobbed and apologized. Will that do it for her? She was mad while screaming that the heroes should make it up by handling all the villains. But then she calmed down, and Endeavor continued with, as you said, that's the only way Endeavor could atone. So yeah, I guess this is just further cementing that Endeavor is absolutely going to continue his redemption tour. And one of the big elements of that is him just, making up for his past mistakes within this war here and just finishing the mess that was started. And he's yeah, I'm going to take out the rest of the villains, guys. It's the only thing that I can really do right now. And, make everything safe again, or safer. Best Jeanist continued to explain that with the number of heroes decreasing greatly, they need to make their jurisdiction smaller. So the government has decided everyone will evacuate to huge establishments with security systems. UA is one of them. All the students' family had evacuated to UA already. We could see Mitsuki and Inko in a panel. Okay, so Inko is alive. that settles it. She wasn't killed in the war. And Mitsuki here is Bakugo's mom. So I guess this means that the academia aspect of My Hero Academia is over at this point, since UA is now just a shelter. And, going back to what it said for the title of the chapter, beginning of the end. And it goes back to the joke that I've made before about how it should be called My Hero Academia, just like My Hero Freshman Year or something, because that's all we're really going to get at this point, I think. The press objective and showed their complaints because who would want to evacuate with no certainty of the future, not sure until when they should evacuate. Endeavor explained that it's for the sake of the future. He said everyone should just put all their blame and insecurities towards Endeavor and don't blame other people who put their lives on the line from now on, the remaining heroes. In the next panel, we saw a narration saying that the heroes were greatly filtered by the criteria of expectations of people. Then no one could become a hero. But there are people, heroes, who still got back up. We see panels of Wash, Mirko, Mount Lady, Aizawa, Rocklock. Can't see the last one. So yeah, this is nice. This is confirming that all of these heroes made it out of it. And we also see Dabi saying, so apparently we didn't bully them enough. So I guess Dabi's watching this big news report as well. The press asked Endeavor about One for All, but Endeavor said he doesn't know about it to protect Deku and All Might. Okay, so that's nice. We're still not getting the huge reveal to the public about One for All yet. The next panel was all of the 1A students in the UA dorm shown to have received the letter from Deku. We see a glimpse of Uraraka's letter. So the letter says, Uraraka-san, thanks for everything until now. I want to share my secret with everyone in Class 1A. I believe this is something I should tell, so I write this letter. My power is a special power I received from All Might, and Shigaraki and All for One were coming after me. That's why I can't ellipses. Okay, so this is it. This is the huge moment where Class 1A, aside from Bakugo, is finding out the truth about Izuku and One for All. There's a narration besides Uraraka's panel saying that if what it takes to be called a hero is someone who should not be wary when walking tough/difficult road, then when they're in pain, who will? And Uraraka said, so stupid. The next panel, we see that the time skipped to April, and the narration said that Deku had left the academia. In the last panel, Deku said, big villain. So this is huge. We're getting a time skip here to April. So the last time I think we got a time update was like chapter 257 or something before we went into the war arc, and it said that it was March, pretty sure. So this is like a month time skip at this point. So Izuku is no longer at UA. He has left, and he's got like a new outfit now. Kind of looks like Stain, honestly. This is like almost like an Izuku Stain cosplay. I mean, he also kind of has like Gran Torino's scarf here. So judging from what he said in the letter, I'm guessing Izuku has left UA here, moved himself away from all of that stuff so that, they're no longer a target, by proxy of being friends with him. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Obviously, I'll go more into this tomorrow if we get the full translations, but let me know what you think about these developments in the comments. And if you liked the video, please give it a like and please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.